are you ready
Yeah.
for investigation day 2?
Christ.
Give it up for day 2. Remember, have the fucking guide on standby because Cole.
I spelled attorney wrong.
The defendant lobby number 2. Wow, that trial took only 2 hours. Huh.
Oh, for 3 Phoenix, I don't quite know what to do.
Oh, was I,
Yeah, you were.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Wright,
Oh,
are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
not pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand, which, as an aside, I thought would be a much bigger peril in my day-to-day life. Based off
Yeah,
how,
you know,
we were really hyped up about it
based on-
as kids.
It was very hyped up that, like, it was just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just gonna be constantly having the threat
You're
of
gonna
walking
be
into
constantly fighting against quicksand. There's literally I remember, like, God, I can't even count the numbers of kid-oriented books that had quicksand as like one of their main antagonists.
it. My God, it's everywhere. It's like you think it's like like fucking silly putty. It's just everywhere.
You think it's like fucking burger stand or burger joints in the anywhere.
Yeah, it's like
You can't go 10 feet without finding another one.
Right.
But no.
Nah, man. That shit's like in Africa only.
Yeah. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Ah, I see. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right?
I mean,
Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. Like yourself, Phoenix.
okay, well, first of all, fuck you! The second of all...
I'm 16. You can't say that to me.
Oh, yeah? Fuck, I can't. Yeah, I beat up
You're
a kid,
mean.
especially if that kid's being a dick. And guess
True.
what, Emma? You're qualifying for both of those things right about now.
Oh, okay. Am I and you just like cut off?
I'm the only one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant around here, to tell the truth. Not!
See, I told you, just like yourself. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper.
Marshall, that's actually false. It has nothing to do with the color. It's all to do with the movement of the cloth.
Yeah, how about I move your face in front of a bus, partner?
That would be a homicide there, Marshall, and you'd be arrested.
You and what, Sheriff?
You would have to arrest yourself.
Nah, it's called martial law.
Martial law is nothing to do with you. It is everything to do with, sending in the army to take care of the peacekeeping on the home front.
Phoenix, I'll kill you right here, right now.
I'd like to see you do that in front of Terry.
You think I didn't buy it, Terry? Sorry, Phoenix. He offered me, like, lunch.
Is it at least tacos, Terry?
Nah, man, it's conveyor belt sushi. I ate like 1,000 plates, man.
Well, at least I'm dying for $1,000.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean it was taken out of my paycheck?
Never trust the marshal, Terry.
That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard. Oh.
That hard slip out, huh? What's on going over there anyway?
Are you mocking me?
You mocking me? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have real been on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. I love whiskey. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time.
Marshall, you're saying that a communist was trying to get their hands on her?
Joseph Stalin, the one and only.
No.
I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
Objection, a muffler is a car part, Your Honor.
Sustained!
Yeah, there's some pretty stupid, fake English shit going on here.
What? The award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean?
Means he saw it, dumbass.
Why do you say I reckon? Like, doesn't make sense. Okay, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
It's because it's in the muffler, you dense wit. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time.
Time
All
for
right.
you to fuck off.
Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. But don't you fret none. Dutch always has a plan.
I don't like where this is going.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
Whiskey.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna pass out any second now from the fumes.
Huh. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee!
Not gonna lie. A rack of ribs would fucking slap right about now. Oh shit, I thought the trial was done. Fuck.
Oh, you thought wrong. I knew better.
I thought we were going to investigation. Fuck.
No, sir.
God. This is why this trial is this day is the fucking worst.
I'd like to talk. Let's resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth. What the hell? Hold on, my stream is being like really laggy.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of a hiccup too. Your audio cut out for a minute, but
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna reload it.
yeah.
It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time to continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution push me on the swings. This is unacceptable. Do not want to push him on the swings. Seems our prosecutor wasn't a fan of pushing me on the swings, and he's quite beside himself.
Excuse me. Knock knock.
Who's there?
What's with this guy? Strange stuff you are seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Emma, are you saying he's hot?
Scientifically speaking, of course.
Who on earth is this man?
Oh, it's you!
Sorry, I'm late, AG. The roads were packed. It's just me.
Why is everyone Australian?
Oh, sorry. I'll change it. I'm sorry, I'm late, AG. The roads were just packed. It's just me. Or is that worse?
I don't care what you do.
Well, I'm sorry I'm late, AG. The roads were just packed. It's just me.
Yeah, I don't care what you do.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry I'm late, Edgy. The roads were just packed. It's just me. Bada bing.
Okay, just do Australian. Fuck.
It's just me. Long time no see, Edgy. How you been? Swim these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy smidgy, Edgy. My boy, you gotta make time to relax.
Yeah, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
The way you said that sounded like the fucking Pokedex, I'm not gonna lie.
Udgy, the judge Pokemon, seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. I'm very afraid you're right.
Phoenix, I know I'm right. Scientifically speaking, of course.
You know... I'm sorry, but, who are you? You're right, the attorney, I've heard so many good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? And we should go swimming together sometime, jolly! Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police?
Not professionally, no, sir. The chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Oh, yeah? I bet he's not even Prestige 3.
Actually, I'm Prestige 5.
Oh, fuck, I'm only 4.
That's right. Sit down, bitch.
Name's Grant, Diamond Gap. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hadn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out and bring this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler!
Again, what is everyone talking about a car part with this? Just imagine he actually brought, like, he misunderstood the assignment and actually brought the fucking car
I brought
muffler.
the muffler! You took that off of the car?
And Edgeworth, that's why Edgeworth is fuming. That was my car's muffler.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't just seeing things. Crime occurred. This guy really was wearing that muffler scarf. It's a fucking scarf called a scarf. What to think you'll be stuffing in that exhaust pipe? All little Willie's car, no less. I do not like the uncomfortably long time where he's just staring.
It's very unsettling.
Mm-hmm. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
I like steak knives. Chief. What kind of outfit are you running?
It's a three-piece suit, Edgy.
Much like myself. Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or did you not hear me? Have a look-see at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistake on that signature. Is there, Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't get up too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this fine mess you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, he fucked up. You know, it's been so fucked up, I think we should throw out the case.
Nah!
Well, I tried.
Oh, I'm out of ideas. The court accepts this new evidence. Damon Gant. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Can you scratch my back? It is a bitch of an itch. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
And I don't want to get stabbed. I mean, the blade you're on, I mean, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, please?
Yeah, I think all I have to do is press that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
You have two hands, Your Honor.
Do I? You've never actually seen them.
Fuck, that's true. Maybe he has a hook for a hand. Wait, if you have a hook for a hand, why don't you use the hook to open it?
I just have a gavel for a hand.
Well, I guess you can tenderize meat very well.
How does that help me open a switchblade, asshat?
I don't know. I've never heard of a switch braid. Is it like a new hairstyle?
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't know about it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a bald person only haircut.
Who said it was for my hair? On my head.
I don't need to know about your ass hair, Judge.
It's... cut me off.
Yeah, if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore. Emma, you open it!
Come on, just hurry up and open it!
Okay there,
For
Sonic.
science! Come on, step it up! Come on, step on my balls! What? Oh, where's the button? Ah! Oh, don't scare me like that.
It's a knife! This isn't a fucking Jack in the Box.
Should have mentioned.
I'm the one who's scared. I had to open it.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
This dark red stain. Blood?
Cherry Kool-Aid, actually.
Oh, I thought it was Chris's blood.
It's Chris.
Member of Stars.
Oh,
Punches boulders.
that's nice. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but can I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police in this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife's special, but I can't just say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Mr. Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't even in any shape to do any investigation. What? The police detective was killed at a police station. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't much talk about it.
There was a murder at the police department. A detective. It was Gumshoe.
That's hush-hush information, OG. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
He hasn't exactly been killed yet.
We told the family he's on vacation.
Wait a second. You said 5:15. The exact time I was getting my balls pierced. I mean, that's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed. I got my balls pierced.
I got my balls pierced
What?
at 5:15. Maybe I'm the one who was killed.
Wait a minute. My balls are pierced.
I was. We at the department were all afluster, as you might well assume.
I don't even know what you just said.
We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
I don't understand. Could you explain it to me?
Alright, so yeah, since I forgot you're a fucking idiot.
No. Explain to me why it's my problem to keep the police's problems on the hush-hush.
Oh, simple. You're a bitch.
At least I don't follow orders like a dog!
Yeah, well, at least someone loves me.
Collective kill the two police at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. Shut the fuck up. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
Not even science. You don't need to talk in science. You can talk statistics. It's math, which is part of science. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case on hand and not on his glorious beard.
Oh, damn, it is rather glorious.
Told you.
Hold on. Just because there's a lot of talking there. Alright, press! Excuse me, special? I'll just come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? I'm sorry right now, but I can't say that right now, not that. Hey, Edgeworth.
Oh. Sorry, I got up for a sec.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be more. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery!
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! And it's funny because this time it was found in the muffler of your car. Unless there's evidence for the connection between this knife and Mr. Goodman. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, righto?
Evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman. Perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I'm presenting the piece of evidence that we stopped all this time.
So, how were things down at the police department? There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a number.
That's weird. You're weird.
What?
I don't remember where. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Maybe I should check out the court record again. Me. And here we go.
Objection!
I believe I needed to do that thing with the knife first in order to make that connection. Otherwise, it would have said, "How's this connected?" I don't know, but I'm sure it is. Wait a second! Oh, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection! This knife has something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
An honest-to-goodness, what you mean from Archie? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
This is important. Why?
'Cause it's my birthday, Your Honor.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
And this knife was obviously a present for me from Detective Goodman.
Oh, I don't get it.
Yeah, you don't get it because it's my present. Over here we have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
Oh, what's that? 6 minus 7s, 12/2.
12 divided by 2. Come on, Judge. You remember math?
No! Last
You
I did
said-
math was fucking 1930.
You said you were never going to need to use math in your line of work, but here you are now. Solve for S.
Why don't you solve for my asshole?
No. Your Honor, it's upside down.
Good.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get?
A haunted shopping list!
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing written on this knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief, what do you have to say for yourself?
Ah, well. Guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. You win. Game
What do you
one.
mean I win?
A
What do you mean
winner
I
is
win?
you.
What do I win?
I win? What game is this guy playing? Go fish! Oh, we're just going straight into... We're not giving... Okay. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
I don't know, Edgeworth, do you think that cherry Kool-Aid on the end might be blood?
Might be.
Nice. Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a long since solved case. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. The knife found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Right in shape to do any investigation. There was a murder! On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department! That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, OG?
Why are you laughing?
Why
Because
are
it's
you
funny!
laughing? How two people died.
Yeah, could have been 3, but it was only 2.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have a rather morbid sense of humor there, OG.
That's not morbid, that's just fucked.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
at a
good to
loss
be
for
chief of police without having a couple of screws loose, don't you, mate? Know what I mean?
Well, motherfucker, you got the whole pipe off.
I'll be careful with your words. You don't want to see me swinging that pipe around now, do you?
Pardon?
What the fuck? I mean, okay, anyways, and the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. You ever hear of this Detective Gumshoe fella?
Oh, no. No, it's not Gumshoe.
Just arrested, that was quick. Well, there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe we could help. Righto. Suppose I could help if you help me by giving data on your case. Oh, good one, this kid's sharp. Alright, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. How he was killed. Well, how was he killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. Is what we in the force here call a stabbing. Have you heard of it? Stab with a knife. A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death? I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Judge, we knew this.
I wasn't paying attention.
Funny, isn't it?
Not
Murder
really.
at the prosecutor's place and murder in our place at the very same time? What are the chances?
Evidently very high.
Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Well, that's relatively high, I'm gonna be honest. Chief Gannon,
You're
please tell us more
relatively
about the incident. Officially linked to this case. What is it supposed to say? 300%. Years. 5 years. Yeah, that's hilariously blurred. How can you say there's no connection? Ow, because I'm the chief of police! I can't just say anything I please, right? How you understand?
Try to understand, righto.
If you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is someone that ties the two murders together. Whatever is, I better find and get to the bottom of this. Two detectives were killed at 5:15, one in the prosecutor's office and one in the police department. Can't be a coincidence.
And that knife, what was it doing there?
Better check this knife out. Again. Oh, do I need to check out the blood on the fucking tip? That's probably it. No? The impression of fingerprints? No. Big knife. Oh. Someone from the evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you
Oh
say.
yeah, we already saw this.
Oh,
What's in solved case? I think there's a connection there. Did I do this one? Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, right there, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you just ask me? Hey! Sir Chief of Police, any murders at the police station? I will say yes.
Who would ask that?
Clearly not you. No matter, I understand you were busy, what with Lana's case and all. What happened at the police department that day? Let's see. Police Department, 15, not officially linked. Alright, it's gotta be the... Sorry, this or the knife. Alright. Your Honor, blah blah blah, that's not right. Okay. Skip through this again. Surprise, yep. Just arrest him quick, maybe you can help. Sharp, here's the deal, I'll tell you one thing. When he died. So when the murder of the police department occurred? That's a sharp question, right? Oh, very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Yep, thought so. I'm just going through every option. Here's the deal, tell you one thing. Where was he found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard of that.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to town on this case. We finally have leverage. Oops, didn't mean to press. Meant. Chief, the defense's position on this is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Oh, I guess I did need to press. Cool. Well, you don't say, righto. Get out with it. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The kniffy found in the lot was stolen.
Are you stupid?
No, it was stolen. It was said so.
No, Kniffy is not a word.
I'm sorry. Did you just try and say knife, Your Honor? And say kniffy? That's adorable.
You know what? You're about to be the next murder victim.
Oh, my headset almost fell off. I leaned back too far. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the knife's evidence tag.
We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed. There does seem to be too many connections for it to be a coinky-dink.
You two make a good pair. When's the wedding?
Not the first time I've heard that.
Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
So that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Well, it's unofficial after all. It's not like, you know, my position could be seen as an official announcement. Really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't real name of the victim, alright?
Tell me the name!
You're gonna tell us a little, why not everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff like Gorilla Glue. You have to do everything for it properly. Oh well, I guess I might be trying to get what I can out of him. His division! How good was he at it?
I mean, it's a fair question.
ID number. Give me the badge number. Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. She won't tell me their name after all. Keep a tight lid on ID number so don't get your hopes up. Number is 3.
69.
Why is he JFK all of a sudden? 5842189.
Oh, well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these, it drives me nuts.
8, 2. Oh, I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
It tells me something! Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does! I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Look at this, Your Honor! Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
Well, it is prom night, Your Honor.
My date stood me up.
Yeah, maybe it's because you're being an asshole! No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news?
Okay, first of all, Edgeworth, that was uncalled for. Second of all,
That's a question. Right.
you're still picking me up at 7 tonight, right?
For what?
The prom.
Yes, I have a reservation at Applebee's.
Oh, hell yeah. Dollar margaritas.
Phoenix. No.
Huh? What do you mean, no?
Just come out with the gun. Just come out with both guns blazing, just like you always do.
The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places. 2 detectives' murders. At one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
I'm not an officer. Your
I
Honor.
don't care. Who are you?
Phoenix Wright.
Hmm. Doesn't ring a bell.
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney. Remember?
Mm-mm.
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this...
Mean? That's what I want to know! The two numbers are identical! In other words, the detective killed in the police's department evidence room was Bruce Goodman! What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim!
Yeah, we call dibs!
You can't have him! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is... the same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location.
You're thinking about this too simplistically, Edgeworth.
How is that too simplistically?
Clearly, there were two Detective Bruce Goodmans.
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case!
Now, wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police the police department has made a grave error in this case.
But I will say you made a pretty good judgment there in gargling mid-trial there, Edgeworth. That was
I
clear your throat
always
out.
stay minty fresh, you police fuck.
No, I'm... Look, man, I know I usually hang out with, like, Phoenix, but, like, you don't need to be that rude to me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. It's been a long day.
No, I get it, man, I get it. And, yeah, it's just, stress really gets to you, I get it. Especially when, you know, you thought you had everything you needed, and then it turns out, they were withholding everything from you.
Yeah. I do, again, I am sorry, Terry.
No.
How's the wife?
Well, happy wife, happy life, right?
I suppose so. I'm dangerously single.
Well, not for long for how it sounds.
You won't tell anyone this.
My lips are sealed. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your minty fresh case.
Thank you.
White. I said white! Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. Grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours.
What? How dare you?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, Where have we heard that name before? Wait! Aha!
Excuse me! Is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir! At the request of the police chief, sir! I've got a report, sir!
Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. You don't mean him?
According to Makins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman, murdered in the police department evidence room. Miss Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection.
I mean, look at his fucking hexagon head.
True. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error of a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
Did you just get evil? Did you just get evil?
What was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, if it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
Again, that still would fall under it because it's the same victim.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the gotcha you think it is.
And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job.
No!
I'm sorry, I believe you mean to say things as, you know, as Darth Vader did. Do not want!
Well, it seems we've come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's shed this just past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really. Otherwise, you're gonna have to turn in your badge and your gun.
I don't have a gun.
Well, you're halfway there.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
Judge,
I watched Phoenix fucking perform all the time.
Judge, and we have had many a serious error in this court. Almost all at the behest
Sorry.
of you.
Sorry, Phoenix. Did I fucking ask you?
It was an open-ended question.
And here's an open-ended answer. Shut the fuck up.
Judge, you're not done talking.
Yeah, I'm just getting water. God damn it. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Get the fuck out of my house. I have a theory.
What?
What if instead of like this taking place at the courtroom, it's just like the judge's living room?
Like... I mean, we've seen the interior of the courtroom, but that would mean he has a massive fucking living room.
Maybe he just has a mansion.
Judge salary, that's true. Does Phoenix ever eat?
Probably. Yeah, he does. They go out for burgers all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, like in this one, in chapter 5 of the Ace Attorney's game, because the trial started at 10. There's the quick break at noon, and now it's 2:15. And there's a lot going on there, so I'm assuming that took all 4 of those hours. And now he's going to go investigate. Does he eat?
I mean, he does. Probably just at the end of the day.
Ah, so he does it the whole intermittent fasting type of deal.
Sure, let's go with that. Mr. Wright. So, what's going on with the case anyway? I wasn't paying attention. LOL. I'm a little confused.
Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodwin, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. Died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part?
You were there! It was literally like an hour ago we learned about this.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try to at least.
Alright, let's do it!
Glad she's in good spirits, I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Scientifically speaking, I'm smarter than you. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Hey, Cole, how fast do you think this trial would go if Mia was around? Like, just, you know, jumping into Maya every so often?
Probably pretty quick.
Yeah.
Probably all these trials would be pretty quick if Mia was around.
Well, no, I'm saying if she would just jump in like she would in the other trials on occasion.
That's what I mean.
Not that she was always there.
Oh, still, yeah. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show.
Well, yeah, if you take them off, you bump into a wall like a fly trying to find the window to fly out.
You're so funny. Let's go. Science awaits us.
Underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Who cares that a guy was killed?
Yeah, fuck him.
Well, if there wasn't a body, how do they know there's a murder? Yeah, it was only our victim killed in the ovens room, no biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by Chief Prosecutor was brimming with water. Water.
My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says that they don't get along, she really likes her sister.
She's my personality. That's not it all. That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high schooler. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Why are you laughing like a goblin?
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
You have the, what is it, the luminous fluid or whatever it's called? I don't remember what it's actually called.
I'm gonna kill you.
Luminol. What's that green for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Hurry, drink this.
Luminol. I mean, I'll be honest. It kind of says it does what it says on the tin.
I can't read. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little wah-wah.
Did you just say wah-wah like you were a toddler saying water?
What do you mean? That's scientific. Wah-wah.
No! The scientific term for water is H2O.
Shut up, idiot.
I thought you were a scientist, but it looks like that lab coat's just for show.
Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
Oh yeah? Is that how we know you have a brain? Speechless, I see. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
Give it a try. I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
What does that have to do with anything in this situation? It is not illegal to use, you know, fluorescent fluid.
I don't know, is it?
No! Testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You have an extra pair? Oh god,
Naturally.
I'm a T-1000.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
Man, the touchscreen gimmicks are strong with this one.
Press enter. Hey, cut me off, you dumb bitch. Let's find some bloodstains. Fuck, you used it all.
Spray and pray. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood.
Have you never cut yourself, bitch? Like,
No.
accidentally, like, scraped your knee?
Nope, wasn't allowed to leave my bedroom.
I...
What?
It's scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain.
I mean, it could be a shit stain. Maybe he shat himself before he died.
I guess he could have.
Yeah.
Didn't need to hear that, Phoenix.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
I mean, it's barely any blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought, right? Do you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean... Look at all this blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
I mean, it is pretty strange. I thought here there'd have to be a bit more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we find a blood stain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Well,
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Seems like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give the spray on anything suspicious. Oh, I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Starr!
You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. That's just
I love deli meat such as salmon.
tuna, yellowtail.
My favorite.
Sorry, it's just kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Bitch, did you see that fish selection there?
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I'd take that in a heartbeat. Hey, so how about the trial? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It's my own fault.
Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
I was trying to plank on it. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
Wow.
I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph is something important to tell us, but what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouth of suspect after suspect, usually with a few teeth coming along with it. For long they called me a cough-up queen.
Oh, in here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go. You were fired. You were canned. I felt that I might dream dog became an investigator, but the Supreme Powers hadn't let me go. I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... It looks like a petrified piece of provolone. It's not! It's my attorney's badge! I think a petrified piece of provolone would feed a more price on an open market. Look, my badge isn't for sale. Not yet. I had one of those up until 2 years ago.
Back when you were the cough-up queen?
We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. That's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed in the police department. That's impossible. Wish I could be so sure. Take a look at this. Okay. Going through every bit of evidence just to clear everything out. Body with Edward's knife stuck in it was found in Edward's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I had witnessed the crime... Mr. Edgeworth... Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect.
I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Okay. I am being thorough.
I don't think you're being thorough.
I am presenting every piece of evidence.
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife.
Why do you say it like that?
What do you mean?
It's pronounced knife.
But why is there a K?
It's silent.
I mean, knives are quiet, but they're not silent.
You're dumb.
Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
No, I was joking. I was
You're
the
an
head detective.
ass. I hate you.
Yes, well, the feeling's mutual, bitch.
I'm going to kill you with that knife.
Oh, so you can be in prison with your sister.
Yes.
Seems like your whole family's just a bunch of murderers.
Yeah, and you're a bitch.
Yeah, well, takes one to know one, bitch. That knife was evidence
Stop it.
from the case. The Moida
It's
weapon.
not pronounced knife.
The kniff.
No. What is wrong with everybody? Scientifically speaking, of course.
It was due for transfer the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet! Think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
No.
What? Oh. I grabbed the prosecutor. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when I heard her talk about the muffler, right? Little did I know. It was a trap. I fell for her trap card. Trap hole. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler.
I want to see your muffler.
What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? Yep. Hot tea. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this picture, this photograph, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime?
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. No shoes for you.
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident, it's written on that K-knife. Now that note, Goodman was head detective, so we got that. Just double check and make sure it wasn't anything new. And you know about luminol? Alright, tell me about the incident. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable, like razor blades.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So they didn't solve it?
No, but they executed Marshall's twin brother based off the fact that they're both wearing cowboy hats. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get much cleaner than that. Problem is, they never did find decisive evidence. Not one shred. What? But he was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. Fako evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
Yeah. The best part came several months after the trial. When he was about to swing, they told him it was all fake.
What? That's not funny.
Oh, it was hilarious because there was nothing he could do about it because he started to swing right after. Sorry, I have the police chief's sense of humor. Every detective in that case was dealt with. They were shot. Some were promoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither will I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us now.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. And that's because I have 5 boyfriends here.
Oh.
And to gain evidence. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. How many old boyfriends does she have? Like I'm starting to think she might be the problem.
Always have been, sweetie.
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, rookie. What? Seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yeah. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch. I'll be honest, that looks more like just like a regular Japanese steak. Super thin. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. I wonder who it may be for. The steak lunch received from Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Miss Starr?
Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his...
Yes, I'm his aunt.
Are you going out?
No, I'm his aunt. Did you not hear? Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. Scientifically speaking, of course. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was so nice to me back then too.
This would be back when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Yeah, well, he only wears that fucking poncho. And we're in a cold snap. Of course he's cold.
Wait, he only is wearing the poncho?
Well, in terms of layering, Emma, you get your mind out of the gutter. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Well. A ladder, step ladder, okay. Door means something. No, okay, it's gonna be the same. Oil drum.
Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Scientifically speaking, of course. Hi-ya!
That's okay, don't cry. Atlanta Sky must be one strong woman. Yep, body, I've seen this before. Found the note. Cell 9 of the incident.
A case that was due for transferal the day of the murder.
The detective in charge was the victim.
I wonder what kind of case the SL9 incident thing was.
Kinda hard to guess just knowing the number. Sports car can get red, alright.
Red, vroom vroom.
What model? I think it's a sedan or a coupe or something like that.
Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things.
Maybe I should get my driver's license. A. B. This has been Phoenix Wright Teaches You the First Two Letters of the Alphabet. Join us next time where we go over A and B.
Hey, Peter!
Let's go here. It's even busier today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring.
Suppose it makes sense the detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
Like a kid at an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Alright, but first I gotta examine Columbo over here. So that guy must be a detective. Yo, idiot! What were you thinking? Where's your head?
Sir, it's right here, sir.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was.
They make a good pair. Yeah. To the guard station. I think this is Gumshoe's office.
You know, funny enough, it's Edgeworth's.
I don't know, this everything in here just screams Gumshoe, you know?
Yeah, it screams dick.
Yeah. So the decor in this place, it's very eccentric.
Hey, pal! According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room. The crime scene. The scene of the crime, as it were.
Oh, it seems that way. Oh. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly. It's so imposing. It's hard to think straight. Only gay thoughts.
Well, you're in the right place for that. You're in the right series for that. But if you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, where's the caveman guard?
Well, I have a feeling he's in there and we're out there and you're the sheriff.
Well,
There's a
you
trap.
can't examine the open bottles of liquor. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room from here.
There's light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Oh, yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Green.
They run away with a man yelling at him to come back and fight me, you vegetable.
Yes, we're a guy wearing an ascot.
Hmm. How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Okay, because I was thinking, like, it sounds like you're describing, like, the body of, like, a hedgehog with the spikes and the body of a turtle with a hard outer shell.
Hedgehog. Like Sonic. There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
It's more like a costume, but, you know.
A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather cock ring!
Okay, so, well, Emma, it's fine that you're having those gay thoughts because we're apparently at the, you know, the gay nightclub.
Oh. What was that called again? Punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy? I know, a poochie! Maybe that wasn't it.
It's Poncho, but I'll keep that to myself. It's Poncho, you know, like the guy from Emperor's New Groove.
This swinging door makes this place look kind of saloon.
I mean, the bottles of alcohol make it look like a saloon more than anything, but you know.
Oh, Nick, those aren't real.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch!
That's more of a yarg myself.
Look, on the floor, a lasso!
It looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the last little lasso missed.
You sure have an active imagination.
Lasso!
Why are you talking about like a Frenchman talking about the Sioux tribe?
Hmm?
The Evans room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it open? Need someone's permission to go in there first. Can I just use this? Well. Place is always charged with frantic energy. Please!
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you, pal.
Detective Gumshoe!
Now is not time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you need... Oh, well, we can't give that. That's for Jake Marshall.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I heard his heart break. Emma, you cold bitch.
Now's not the time for despair. We've caught our criminal, now we just need evidence.
You mean...
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Was it a kill the party? Yeah, we literally just... Yep. They really like padding it out that way.
The biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Wait! Don't leave!
You wanna know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Question shouldn't be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Ran off to the... Oh, that's you again.
Oh, he ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Well... Alright, wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a police detective down at the police department.
Yeah, but the same detectives killed the prosecutor's lot.
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department's scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead.
I don't think anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess I did. Let's not go too far down that road just now. Things will get confusing. Ow.
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I say it was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here at your office, sir.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little patrolman like a lost little lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir, how should I say this, Wait, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting here, sir.
What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir! I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yow! What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went away. I saw red, I blacked out. When I came to, I was here, in the detention center. Were you out days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one in the prosecutor's office.
First things first. How did you hurt your hand? About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. A likely story. Sir, to tell the truth, sir, what had happened, sir? When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious, sir. The next thing you knew were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared.
That's some story.
I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those soft puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label as a perpetrator, sir, or victim, sir, then label me a victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that, sir. Did you know the victim? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or total stranger, then I'd say he leaned heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives, sir.
So if he was a total stranger,
Why did you stab him?
Have you ever seen strangers on a train, sir?
No. Also, stop calling me sir. I'm a woman.
Apologies, sir. I will refrain from calling you sir from now on, sir.
You... whatever.
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any collection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Look at this knife. Officer Meekins, this is for you! I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it, sir. That's it, sir! Last night, sir, that's the one! I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir, I was being peeled!
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Officer Meekins, could you look at this? I'm sorry, sir. I really have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Passing the ball. Okay. Don't think we're gonna be getting much.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment! But sir, now I remember. I remembered, sir. You mean remember what happened? Correct! That car was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! Better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrol, a little less live, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty by the book so far.
That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked the detective to show you his ID card. What did he do? He shot me, sir! He what? That's the thing!
No.
Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him! Wah! He pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my answer. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Officer Meekins, why? Oh, you again.
Oh, so
Yes.
Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually did.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say, sir. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me on the tape.
And you just wait until now to tell us this?
I'm really sorry, sir. My hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I got my own. Well, we gotta go check out the crime scene now.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant.
Bum, bum. Oh,
And you're
that's
sure
great.
this is all, hmm?
Well, you know what it means if anything's missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers. Lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under the seat of his cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
Well, honestly, if anything does get turned up, call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
Chief of Detectives looks flustered.
All right, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Oh, Chief Gant reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
That seemed like the right thing to do at the moment. But, so, is Edward gonna be okay?
Well, you know, those little inquiry committee coming with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. In the incident on Gourd Lake. Don't look good having top prosecutor sitting defendant seat now, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case? Righto.
Von Karma. Yes.
A legend he was. Undefeated in his 40-year career. Well, yeah. In court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything. He did forge evidence.
In that case, prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they just about do anything just to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee does, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright hard, I tell you. Detective getting killed on their own turf, I mean.
Their turf being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, well that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time, that's what it says.
What evidence is this?
I don't know, right? Can't give away all secrets just like that. And in this particular, well, it's a little sensitive. Can't talk about it.
Wasn't expecting much anyways.
You know, one thing I hate most of the stuff, secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job. Just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
You saw that. Whoops.
I wonder what it was he wanted him to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Spray him!
Spray him! Ah, she wrote her name on it. Andy. Don't tell me you bring this everywhere you go.
Well, you never know where something might go down.
So what kind of world do you think we live in? Well, I mean, to be fair...
We live in a society.
Oh god, you saw Joker. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Alright, I went through with that stuff, say, go find someone else. Yep. Yeah. And I think we probably need to get to him later, but again, just exhausting all options because this is an annoying case. Other kniff, no. Shield, no. No. Nope. Sorry I had to see that.
What exactly did the police chief want you to do?
See over there, that's Goodman's desk. You want me to check it for anything that might be a clue. I took away every last piece of garbage in that trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not! Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
I mean, it's just a receipt for his lunch. I mean, sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
Got read right first. Keep note of that. Should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Thanks for the very subtle hint. Police mascot, Blue Badger. I'm sorry. Alright.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
I'm sure it'll be just as classy tomorrow. Incidentally, Etra's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. Guess I'll have to come back later.
Yeah, show Edgeworth. Yep. Christ. I was just wondering if you could do me a favor. I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help. What if we can investigate the evidence room? Nah, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate at all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Hey, if anyone asks me, so could you borrow 50? I'll give him $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room deal, let's get that out. Knock yourself out there, sport.
It just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special call for guests, so don't lose it. Sergeant Goodman's.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just roll around now and do your best now. Later, folks.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir, because we just got into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place has a bad influence on the girl. Evidence room's beyond that door. Evidence room's
And we
beyond.
have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. Won't open.
The card reader's off, you see.
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray?
Officer Mark, why does it have... Who else could it have been, Phoenix?
Dick.
Think for a quarter of a second. Who else could it have been here?
Miss Star.
She's...
What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for. As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. Where could I ask you some questions?
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, hombres.
Why don't you read between the lines, Mr. Lawyer?
Why don't you read this fucking lunchbox?
Alright, I'll talk. Yeah, alright, you got me. I'll talk. That smell, reminds me of Teox.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, he's actually from New York.
No, Actually, from Calgary.
I'm
No.
actually from Venice.
I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch? I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Well, we gave him his lunch.
Oh!
No, the judge somehow got in here.
Oh. All right, Bambina. You win. Anything.
Finally, it seems like
He's willing to talk.
I don't think he was talking. I think he was fucking eating like a goddamn lion.
Alright, what the hell you want, Bambina?
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? Scientifically speaking, of course.
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Officer, that poor little doggy. Poor guy kept getting his name wrong, kept calling him Meekly.
Told us some. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. You were playing hooky.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it may not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So what you're saying is you were out boozing.
I wasn't out, I was actually just blackout under the desk.
From boozing too much.
Correct.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow.
Yeah. Why would you need a guard at a guard station?
I'm sorry, why do we need a lawyer at the lawyer station?
Because, you know, it is the station for lawyers.
These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security system?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as 2 days ago.
2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen!
Well, that one's a refrigerator.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them just about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are ones that Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're a security guard, and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
And that's why we have the card reader.
Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
Well, this is the ID card system.
Yep.
Huh.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. Can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Yep. Okay, here's how I can prove this is tied to the stabbing, but first let's talk about the transferal. Can you explain what the transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there's a mistake, see?
So what happens after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. DEAD dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened in SO9 2 days ago. But, first, do I show him Bruce Goodman's badge or the one that Emma has that is Bruce Goodman's badge?
I don't know.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
His number here is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match.
514, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was here in the evidence room.
Wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
I entered the evidence room and asked him to display his ID.
The Detective Goodman shows his ID card.
That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
If he had an ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
Alright, compadre. You win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Yay, we got it.
I got an idea. Maybe show this list to other people with IDs here. First, to the evidence room. Sector 3.
Evidently, it's lacking some bitches.
I like how they blurred out the Japanese on the light sign there.
Oh yeah.
Like, no! California.
Burger. So, this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a I mean, I don't know. Japanese graveyards, nah.
I'm sorry, we're in California.
We're in Japanifornia.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Oh, a ghost!
Sorry. I thought you were a ghost. Scientifically speaking, of course.
So you saw a ghost and your first instinct was to kick it in the nads.
Bro, my dick don't feel so good. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard?
Righto, do I look like a selfish man if anyone $50? Go ahead, investigate your house.
I can go borrow $50. Yeah, it's true. If you ask him, he'll give you $50.
So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this, pal.
Scene of the stabbing at the police department. Let's see, what does it look like? L!
It's not an L.
It's an L on its side.
On its side it is, but you'd have to go look at it from the side.
Yeah. And I am.
Why?
Maybe it's one of those maps where north is on the west side of the map if, it was, a smartly drawn map.
North is relative in a 2D plane.
You're relative on a 2D plane.
Thank you.
Hey, so you're a boss for the day.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? Scientifically speaking, of course.
That's right, it's an honor.
Gumshoe, if you're boss for the day, give yourself a raise.
Good idea, pal. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest.
Well, I mean, Adamant's a good nature.
In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it, pal.
Using their ID cards?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The locks for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
That's a funny reverse callback. That it's a callback because this came out after that case happened, but it's in this case it's a call forward.
Boom, boom.
Picture on that locker door.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles.
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it,
Zap! You get a shock.
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about fingerprint locks.
Hmm. Your lights light up when it's open. So about Edgeworth.
I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case.
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of
I thought it was
course.
the DL6.
That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
You want to tell us more about that case?
Detective Goodman's note about that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Huh. Tell me about it.
Now, that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent? So it was a moida?
A serial killing.
A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved, after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago.
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So the switchblade knife.
The victim took... Oh, fuck me.
The victim took the knife out, the knife, out of the evidence locker himself?
What the hell's wrong with everyone in this fucking city?
Okay, just double checking. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID records of people who came the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID, is it?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh? What?
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
Updated. Really? Edgeworth, come to the evidence room. Well. Target, interesting door, Gumshoe's fishing pole. Guess he can't go fishing now. Such a slapdash job at the,
Oh, wow, someone must have broken something big to make all those pieces.
Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan.
I mean, but did you do it, though? Gumshoe. Gumshoe.
Enjoy.
It's okay, Gumshoe. You're not in trouble. But we just need to know if it was you.
Enjoy. Pal.
I think it was Gumshoe. Anyway.
That's apparently from the case.
The O.J. Simpson case?
The case.
The SO9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Don't you dare tell me that was his white Bronco.
It was.
I'm more impressed than anything else. You managed to shatter a white Bronco.
Yep.
Like, how?
What happens?
Let me look at this evidence more. I wonder what was the shape before.
You want to try to put it back together?
Huh, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent good 3 hours in that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tub of glue.
Jigsaw puzzle time.
Aha. Okay. This is just so fucking awkward. didn't even remotely match up, but okay. Yeah. It's a Vasi.
Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I get that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
They were probably missing to begin with.
Shut up, Phoenix. No one fucking asked you.
Still. Doesn't look the most stable kind of jar.
Kind of understand how it got broken. Do 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 do.
What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright. What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? Hey, look, paint. We should. Oh, fuck!
Whoops, not that.
Fuck! We're gonna run out! Why are you spraying the lights? Phoenix, we found it! Stop spraying!
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it before. Now, professional, what's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Nothing there. I think there's blood there.
I knew it. There is someone's right hand print.
What? What's the matter? Oh.
What's the matter, detective?
This locker, it's mine.
It's yours.
Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down.
Count on you guys, believe me, you can't trust the police.
Based gumshoe.
Wow. He just casually said that.
Uh-huh.
What? But you're a detective.
And you trust me?
He's got a point.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I ran out of fluid.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's the evidence from the case, you know.
You mean SL9? Does have a tag.
Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
Fucking lit, dude.
The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Goodman's locker. Yes, that should have been patently obvious.
One would think. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well,
It'd be hard to get open again if we closed it.
Then they must have taken contents elsewhere.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
Not so sure about the dreams.
Shut the fuck up, Phoenix, stupid fucking nerd, it won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, our security's high-tech around here.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps they're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger.
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
Yeah.
No fucking problem, bud.
I mean... that makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't seem a little unstable. No wonder it broke.
Be sure to remember that next time I make a jar.
When are you gonna make a jar, Phoenix?
Not now.
Partner, what are you doing here? Ah, bye.
This is Blind Phoenix.
Nope, you don't know nothing about it. Nope. And nope. Hey. You. Evidence in hand. Yeah, it's just his. I don't know none about that there.
Can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. You can open it. They'll give you 50 cents.
Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Don't tell me. Let's get dust here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Hey, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that before.
Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led us to solving the case out of Gourd Lake, remember?
Alright, wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
That cheap looking box.
Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe they call it some part of his escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
This one's shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
No. 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 Alright, Cole, you want to just give me the what to do here, because this is where it gets to be like, alright, you're pixel hunting. And I don't want to be wasting time on that. I did this once when I played through the game the first time. I don't need to be doing that again.
You would do a great job of asking me to do something the moment I get up to get water or something.
Yeah, you know, I have impeccable timing.
Let me get back to my...
We just got done with the, like, first visit to the evidence room. If that helps. Let's see. Cases, Pete's Heights, Gumshoe. Nothing there, but what about the tea? Bunch of tea, wow. He likes tea. Ward for Alzheimer's.
Okay, so something was missed because Gumshoe should have left for the day.
Fuck.
Let's see.
Doesn't sound like an elementary school stuff, but he always hated words. He makes some sort of remark like, I know the path I've walked, no one needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kind of like gets on your skin, huh? Yeah, okay, so just nothing there. It's just a little, like, slightly new, but it's just, you know. Edgeworth hates awards.
Okay. So it's... So it's gotta be in evidence room. I assume you showed him Goodman's note for the switchblade knife?
I will quadruple check that I didn't miss that for some reason. But I think I went through, like... Did I do the whole list of evidence? I might not have. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Talk to Gumshoe further. Yeah. Present the ID card record, which you did.
Yep.
Handwrite and examine the glove hanging on the police tape.
What? Could you just repeat that?
Handwrite and examine the glove hanging on the police tape. The rubber glove will be added to the court record.
Yep.
Examine the area below Goodman's locker. There are pieces on the ground. Choose check it out closer. Okay. Phase. Take out the luminol spray and start spraying the scene.
Yep.
Go to court record and spray luminol testing fluid. Okay, whatever. Pan left and start spray on the upper left locker with a piece of cloth sticking out. It's blood. Someone wiped part of it away.
Yeah. I'll double check that one, make sure.
Pan right and spray the upper right locker on the left.
What cloth sticking out?
Go back to the where you're just at.
Oh yeah, there.
I mean, either or. Yeah.
There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
Where'd you Gumshoe put this here?
Here you go, pal. Make out to be some kind of slob. Not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. Guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either.
I'm gonna talk behind some
I believe I sprayed literally every last inch of this. Oh,
See.
I somehow missed it. No, I didn't. I think it's because I didn't look at the shirt. Because I guarantee you, I was literally doing this.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murder to touch this spot if you fled out the door. Something significant.
Hey. That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What? This? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this on floor plans.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Was there something you need to be going to?
Just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. Going to give him my report for the day.
That's another forward, like, technically callback.
Yeah. Might help you, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that's nothing but no problems.
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
Probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Okay, obviously going to Edgeworth, but legitimate question. Just from looking it up, do you know how much longer we have in the investigation phase of the day?
Let's see. After going here, there's one more.
Okay, we'll get through that and then we'll call it because goddamn, these take forever. Oh, yes, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere before? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your pardon. I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Gumshoe was looking for you.
Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real information's on the other side, though, Edgy.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
So, how was the Spanish Inquisition?
Actually, I decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You are lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for a trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however.
Something happened?
They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes,
Any further investigation for this case will be directed by Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Well, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Glove.
Right, please.
Alright, better check this now.
As I was saying,
What's this?
a record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went in the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true. Oh, why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gaunt, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? So, if would have already been, if the evidence is already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Well, maybe the chief just really needed a flathead screwdriver, and he didn't want to pay
At
for
the
one.
prosecutor's office?
Well, yeah, maybe he knew he needed one later. When he's going to be
At the
visiting here.
prosecutor's office.
Maybe he had, there's like a squeaky door hinge that he just need a little tightening.
You can get a flathead screwdriver for like $2.
Maybe he didn't want to spend the $2.
He's going to use evidence for a crime to save $2.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, he loans out $50 to anyone. He's got to be frugal where he can in order to do that.
You are something else.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about it. Better make a note.
Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Oh yeah? But what if I present it? Okay,
you-
that was a dumb idea.
Are you an idiot?
Look, you miss every shot you don't take.
Sure.
No vase, okay. No lockers, okay. Floor plans. You don't like floors. Gotcha. Goodman's report. You don't like reports. Luminol. You don't want me spraying everything in your office. Kniffy. You don't like... Oh.
I mean, he probably doesn't really like it.
Hold on, I gotta go through this again because I accidentally spammed through that.
You really don't. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
Has to do with that case you're on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
He must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. The elevator. The elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me?
Why did you say elevator like that?
What do you mean?
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
Hmm. A wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago, too?
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's kind of cringe.
Yeah, I'm pretty based myself.
Emma, how are you based? Women, am I right?
Yeah, I can't stand him.
What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation.
In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't.
Wait, you didn't.
Oh, oops. Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully.
No killing.
It's true. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What?
Did you remember to take the chicken out of the freezer?
Something about Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity toilet. I'm of the young generation. I know all about that.
Oh. If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course!
Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
Yes, aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
The enemy.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. I'll give you these gumshoe as well.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. Do see a suspicious handprint somewhere. Clearly, it was on my hat. I feel like by taking away everyone else, they're like, I think you should probably go to somewhere else and not talk to people. Suspicious handprint.
Here is in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just not borrowed, we were given it.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
Can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Finger and a thumb. I know. Where's we sprinkle the
First,
luminous This is just a tutorial.
That's fine.
I
You
would just-
hadn't stopped you before.
I'm gonna hammer through this. Aluminum, just blow away with. It's like I'm using Microsoft Paint. No. Edgeworth. Phoenix spilled the entire bottle. We need another. What do you mean you need another?
I mean, we need another.
Do you have any idea how much this shit costs?
Oh, you paid for it.
I know. That's why you shouldn't have been more careful using it. It was a gift.
But I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, but and now you're coming back to me asking for another.
Well, yeah, clearly you can afford it.
Well, yes, but that's not the point. Point is, you shouldn't be expecting others to shell out their money for your mistakes. Yes, I am doing this. I have committed to the bit.
Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell. Could have fooled me.
There's just a few pixels there that are not going anywhere. It's bugging me.
Phoenix, I think we can get a fingerprint from this. I think we're
No,
lucky
no,
to-
no. You said we need to do things scientifically. We can't leave any room for error. No margins for error, Emma. Plus, this is gonna be funny when it just all flies away. All right. Almost. one last attempt to get those 2 pickles down there, but I don't think I can reach them. Oh, I got one. Got it. And I did it.
You found one.
But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
And out of time?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well.
See if we can find a clean print. I wonder.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it twice. I only wanted to do it once for the meme.
Thank Christ.
Well, now that you say it like that. Just getting... So that way there's at least a little all over. There. Got it.
Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Anyway, the print took a lot of effort to find.
No shit.
Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is a lot of process.
Well, there's no point finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
She's got a point.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. But a handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case.
So whose prints would most likely find out of the evidence locker? No.
No match.
Come on, how am I supposed to guess who they are?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking moron.
Fine. Don't have anything to do with our case.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking, if you're sure who it is, why don't you do it?
Mr. Wright, I was doing this for your benefit so you'd learn.
Fine. I wonder.
I don't know. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
Hmm.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
Huh. I guess that's because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, there's another handprint. Wow. You gotta examine, then go to court record. Oh wait, no, is it? Yep, luminal reaction, blah 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 blah. Check for prints. Where are you first? The area with blood was wiped away, right? Not using chemical means any prints will have been wiped away too. Alright, so that means no prints. Probably lose your hypothesis. Anyway, must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. There. Pixel honey at its finest. Well, no, that wasn't pixel honey. That was educated guess. Huh, there was a finger on the locker. Alright, hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. A luminal reaction. The blood and fingerprints are the same place.
Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white bloodstain in a killing that took place with a knife. Like the knife he's been using to shave.
But why would Officer Marshall?
It looks like our investigators finally turning up through the results. It gives us what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Alright, and let's call it, because I know you gotta do stuff tomorrow morning too, and I don't want to go to trial right now.
It's also almost midnight anyways. So.
Exactly. So in that case, yeah. Say goodbye.
Oakley dokley, bye-bye.